Shazad Jameen synthesizes and simplifies neuroscience, cognitive behavioral psychology, performance science, and positive psychology into an easy and extremely effective program of daily practices, weekly videos, along with group and one-on-one coaching. Leaders get ahead of their stress by activating their parasympathetic nervous system. Plus, this program was designed for very busy professionals using just 5% of your time, just a couple of minutes throughout the workday, with well-planned practices throughout the day that do not take more than just a few minutes. You are constantly intercepting your judge and saboteurs and being instructed on how to come from sage. This is how you strengthen your neural pathway for life. My husband, myself, and my clients who have done this for months, not just 6 weeks, and stayed with it, have noticed that the way the world even occurs for us is different. If you look at the science of positive intelligence, you'll find that it's working on the middle prefrontal cortex and other areas of the brain. Through these practices and associated coaching, you enjoy increased empathy, insightfulness, and response flexibility. What that means is that you'll have an impulse, but you'll be able to powerfully take a pause before you take any action. And that obviously has an impact on impulsive communication and habits. What's also exciting is this strengthens emotional regulation. And people that are neurodiverse often deal with emotional dysregulation. You're strengthening your parasympathetic nervous system, which means that you're going to inhibit adrenaline and cortisol, the stress hormones, but you're going to increase endorphins. Those stress hormones impact every single organ of your body, and they make your body work harder. This has everything to do with how chronic stress leads to chronic illness. Also, by triggering your parasympathetic nervous system, you boost your immune system. After losing my sister, who I believe died from chronic stress, turned into chronic illness, and looking at other members of my family, I did a deep dive. So what can stress and cortisol do? It can lead to obesity, weight gain, leptin resistance, which makes weight loss extremely difficult. It can cause blood sugar fluctuations. Blood sugar levels can influence mood, making someone more susceptible to feelings of irritability, anxiety, and depression. High or low blood sugar levels can impair cognitive functions, such as attention, memory, and decision-making. It definitely leads to type 2 diabetes, leads to heart disease, gut issues, immune issues, inflammation issues. Noticing that inflammation has been an ongoing issue for my family, I also noticed that during COVID, there were a lot more articles about people that were very healthy suddenly dealing with all types of issues that to me pointed to increased inflammation. Imagine being under stress, having elevated cortisol levels. Now put that together with the fact that elevated inflammation from COVID can impact the autoimmune diseases, cardiovascular diseases, metabolic diseases, and so on. In time, it leads to impaired memory and impaired cognitive function. Strengthening your prefrontal cortex provides you with greater intuition. You sense the right direction in complex situations, even when all the facts are not available. This is a significant advantage in our fast-paced world, and your intuition leads to more innovative solutions and breakthroughs because you can see beyond conventional wisdom. Finally, leaders with strong intuition can read situations and people significantly better, making decisions that serve both current and future state for their teams and organizations. Attuned communication. This is a compassionate and deep connection with other people so that when you're listening to them, they will tell you that they have never been heard like that before on so many levels. Imagine the implications for family and team dynamics, for educational systems. By adopting practices that support mental fitness, we create environments where every individual can thrive. I am focused on a better future for our children and grandchildren, even if this is one person at a time. I hope you join me.